everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document and also category wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. So now without wasting any further time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 12th of October 2021. Starting with very first question. When is the Mental Health Awareness Campaign Week observed by the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare? So the ministry is observing October 5 to October 10, 2021 as Mental Health Awareness Campaign Week as a part of World Mental Health Day celebration on 10th of October. So this week is observed to raise awareness about mental health and mobilize support in this regard. And as a part of this initiative, the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia also released the UNICEF's State of the World's Children report. Okay. Now apart from it, every year, first Monday of October is observed by the United Nations as World Habitat Day. Why? To stress on the basic right of all the people to adequate shelter and also to highlight the state of our habitats. So this year it was observed on 4th of October. And the theme was accelerating urban action for a carbon-free world. Now apart from it, we celebrate World Animal Day on 4th of October. Why? To address their protection both in the wild as well as domestic world. Fine. And obviously, we observe International Day of Non-Violence on 2nd of October to commemorate the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Then we celebrate International Translation Day on 30th of September in order to recognize the role played by the language professionals in connecting the nations and in promoting peace. Okay. Question number 2. GMEX is the maritime exercise between India and which country? So this is Japan-India military exercise. So your correct answer is option number A. So recently the 5th edition of this particular maritime bilateral exercise between the Indian Navy and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, that is JMSDF, was held in the Arabian Sea from 6th of October to 8th of October. So this military exercise was started in the year 2012 with a special focus on maritime security cooperation, and the Indian Navy was represented by indigenously built guided missile stealth destroyer Kochi and guided missile frigate TEG. Now apart from it, recently Japan and Vietnam have signed a new deal which enables the export of Japanese-made defense equipment and technologies to the country Vietnam. So both the countries have inked this deal to boost the defense cooperation in the backdrop of China's growing military influence. Okay. Also talking about Vietnam, I think last month Indian Navy and Vietnam Navy had conducted the joint drills in the South China Sea as a part of maritime cooperation between both the countries. And from India side, INS Ranvijay and INS Kora participated. Okay. Also recently, India and Japan held their 6th Maritime Affairs Dialogue in virtual format, and the consultations involved exchanges on development in the maritime security environment, regional cooperation activities, and opportunity for cooperation between the two countries in the Indo-Pacific region. Okay. Question number 3. Comprehensive Handicrafts Cluster Development Scheme is a scheme of which union ministry? So the Ministry of Textiles has approved the continuation of CHCDS with a total outlay of 160 crore rupees, and the scheme will now continue up to March 2026. So under the scheme, infrastructure support, market access, design and technology upgradation support are provided to the handicraft artisans. Okay. Apart from it, recently Union Labour and Employment Minister Bhupendra Yadav has announced a collaboration with Microsoft India to launch Digi Saksham program. So now through this program, 10 million active registered job seekers will be able to access the training, including the computing and computer science training on the National Career Service portal. Apart from it, recently the Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi has inaugurated Azadi @75 New Urban India, which is an urban conclave cum expo at Lucknow. So during this inauguration event, the PM handed over digitally the keys of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban houses to 75,000 beneficiaries located in 75 districts of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Now one question for you. You have to tell me SBMU 2.0, that is Swachh Bharat Mission Urban, and Amrut 2.0 means Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, comes under which ministry? Please write in the comments. Question number 4. Which state has passed a law to allow grant-in-aid colleges to affiliate with private universities? So recently Gujarat Legislative Assembly has unanimously passed the Gujarat Private Universities Second Amendment Bill 2021. Actually 4 months ago, the state government had passed an ordinance allowing grant-in-aid colleges to affiliate with private universities, and it amended the 2009 Act, deleting the clause that exempts the grant-in-aid colleges and institutions from affiliating to the universities established by their sponsoring body. So now this particular amendment allowed grant-in-aid colleges to switch affiliations from state-run universities to the private ones. Okay. Now talking about Gujarat, few months back it has launched Vatan Prem Yojana, under which NRGs and NRI means non-resident Gujaratis and non-resident Indians can contribute 60% of the cost of village level projects, and the rest 40% will be borne by the state government. Okay. Also recently, the National Conference on Women and Child Development has been held at Kevadia, Gujarat, and it was chaired by our Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Smriti Irani. Also do remember that NMHC means National Maritime Heritage Complex is to be developed as international tourist destination, and it will be dedicated to the legacy of maritime heritage of India at Lothal in Gujarat. Okay. Question number 5. Green War Room and Green Application are the initiatives of which Indian state or union territory? So recently the Delhi government has identified 150 pollution hotspots in the city this year for strict monitoring and control measures. And the government has launched an advanced Green War Room and Green Application that will look into the problems pertaining to 10 kinds of pollution throughout winter, and a 21-member team has been formed to manage the Green War Room, which will work 24/7 to monitor the pollution situation in the Delhi. So basically in the last lecture we have seen that to combat the air pollution in Delhi, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has announced a 10-point winter action plan, and this plan focuses on dust control by checking the waste burning and vehicle emissions. Also, he insisted the use of CNG operated vehicles and cleaner fuel. Okay. Now, apart from it, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has notified the constitution of National Road Safety Board, where in New Delhi. So this board will be responsible for promoting road safety, innovation and adoption of new technologies and regulation of traffic and motor vehicles. So right now the headquarters has been set up at New Delhi, but later on the board may set up offices at other places in India. So it shall consist of chairman and 3 to 7 members, which are to be appointed by the central government. Now, a few days back we have seen that Government of Delhi has recently launched a mobile application named as Dekho Meri Delhi, and this has been designed and built by the Tourism Department of the Delhi government. Okay. Question number 6. Swechha program is an initiative of which Indian state or union territory? So Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has decided to launch the Swechha program, which basically aim to promote the health and hygiene of women and adolescent girls. So under this initiative, the state government will provide sanitary napkins at government educational institutions free of cost, and 10 lakh adolescent girls who are studying from 7th to 12th grades in all the government schools and intermediate colleges across the state would be provided 10 sanitary napkins every month. Okay. Now, apart from it, the state cabinet has approved the transfer of 15 acres of government land in favor of the Tribal Welfare Department for constitution of Eklavya Model Residential School in Visakhapatnam district. Now, apart from it, we have seen that first water plus city in India is the India's cleanest city, which is Indore. And the second water plus city in India is Hyderabad. So do remember that Hyderabad is the first city in Telangana to receive water plus certificate. So this means that just like Indore, Hyderabad is also treating its wastewater to satisfactory levels before releasing it into the environment. Also do remember that Andhra Pradesh is the only state in the country to have more than one water plus city, because GVMC, that is Greater Visakhapatnam Municipal Corporation, Vijayawada Municipal Corporation and Tirupati Municipal Corporation, which are the 3 big urban local bodies, are among them. Okay. Now 2-3 lectures back we have talked about the CLAP mission of Andhra Pradesh, and you have to tell me what does CLAP stands for. Please write in the comments. Question number 7. India's first e-fish market app Fishwale has been launched in which state or union territory? So the Assam Fisheries Ministry has recently launched an application named as Fishwale, and it is the India's first e-fish market application. So the application will help both buyers and sellers to place orders and sell fish, aquaculture equipment and medicine, fish feed and fish seed online. Okay. So various products such as freshwater and seawater frozen fish, dry fish and processed fish items will be sold on this portal, and the app has been developed by Aqua Blue Global Aquaculture Solutions in collaboration with the State Fisheries Department. Okay. So here correct answer is option number C. Now do remember that Lokpriya Gopinath Bardoli Award is the highest civilian award of the state Assam, and recently the award has been conferred by Venkaiah Naidu. Now let me tell you one more thing. Recently Canada has observed its first National Day for Truth and Reconciliation on 30th of September. So it is a kind of annual commemoration that honors the children who died while attending the residential schools. Okay. Also recently NARCL, that is National Asset Reconstruction Company Limited, has received the approval of RBI to commence its operations. Can you tell me who is the MD of this company, it is PM Nair. Okay. Question number 8. Atal Pragati Path is an expressway project proposed to be set up in which Indian state or union territory? So recently the Madhya Pradesh cabinet has approved the proposal to provide government land in exchange for the private land being acquired for Atal Pragati Path. So this is a 313 kilometer 4-lane expressway project implemented under the Bharatmala project. And the proposed Atal Pragati Path will pass through Shiopur, Morena and Bhind districts of Madhya Pradesh. And the state government is providing land free for this particular project. Now last month, High Court of Madhya Pradesh has changed the implementation of RBI's notification on appointment of MD or whole-time director in urban cooperative banks. So this decision has been taken because of the petition that says cooperative is part of state list in 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, and the power to make legislation with respect to cooperative is vested with the state government. Also, few months back, Madhya Pradesh government has implemented the National Education Policy 2020, and hence it has become the second state in India to implement National Education Policy, and it has followed Karnataka. Now two cities of Madhya Pradesh, first is Gwalior and second is Odisha, have been selected by UNESCO under Historic Urban Landscape Project. Question number 9. Which space agency is set to launch the Psyche mission? So the Psyche mission of NASA is set to be launched next year, and it will be the first spacecraft to study an asteroid that is rich in metals but not in dust and ice. So the mission will be targeted to the Psyche asteroid that orbits the Sun in the main asteroid belt between the planets Mars and Jupiter. So observations from ground and telescopes have shown that the asteroid, which is 280 kilometers wide, is largely made up of metals. Okay. Now also NASA is set to send its first spacecraft to study the Jupiter's Trojan asteroids, and this spacecraft will be launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Florida. And the spacecraft has been named as Lucy, and the mission Lucy will be launched with the objective of investigating the group of rocky bodies that are circling the Sun in two swamps, one preceding the Jupiter and other trailing behind it. Okay. Apart from it, ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization, in association with Indian Institute of Science, have jointly developed a modular device to cultivate microorganisms in the space. So this device basically uses LED and photodiode sensor combination to track the microorganisms and bacteria growth. So this device would be used by the astronauts to carry out biological experiments in outer space during our Gaganyaan mission. Okay. Coming to last question. Pamban Railway Bridge, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state or union territory? So recently Indian Railways had begun the construction work on the new 2.05 kilometers Pamban Railway Bridge in Mandapam, which will basically connect Rameswaram to the mainland in Tamil Nadu. So for this purpose, the Ministry of Railways has announced that this bridge will be operational from March next year, and it is set to replace the existing 104 years old bridge. So your correct answer is option number A. Now talking about Tamil Nadu, the government has decided to celebrate every year the birth anniversary of reformist leader E.V. Ramasamy Periyar on 17th of September as Social Justice Day. Also, Tamil Nadu has announced to set up India's first dugong conservation reserve to preserve this endangered marine mammal because it is facing extinction severely because of habitat loss and sea pollution. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.